What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be ranking the RobTop Geometry Dash levels on a tier list. Why? Because I feel like it, and I want to do it, and I want to show you my feelings of what I think are the best RobTop levels, honestly, because there are a lot of different ones, a lot of ones that you consider better than others, but here are my favorites and my least favorites. Stereo Madness. Very sort of on the dot level, should you say. You know, it introduces you into the game, introduces you into how you jump over spikes, spike deaths. First two coins are very easy. Third coin, for some reason, is like the skill level's insane to get to it. I've collected the third coin numerous times, so it's not really that hard, but at the start, I mean, that's like insane skill for, you know, being a new player. Stereo Madness definitely is a good introduction level, and I think the song overall is very good. So this one's going to go into mid because it doesn't really have a sort of, you know, design. Song's kind of good. It's not the best of the RobTop songs. Pretty iconic though, I'd say. And the gameplay sort of introductory. You can't really rank gameplay if it's, you know, very basic gameplay. So I'd give it like a mid good tier. Back on Track. I actually think this level is better than Stereo Madness as the first level of the game. I honestly think Back on Track is an easier level than Stereo Madness. I think Back on Track's coins are all pretty easy to get, and I honestly do believe that Back on Track has a somewhat nicer, you know, color palette when it comes to, you know, the design. I do feel that Back on Track's song as well is somewhat good. It's not as good as Stereo Madness's. It's definitely a good song. I'm going to put that in very good. I honestly think this level is very good, very iconic level. Poltergeist. Poltergeist is a pretty mid level, not gonna lie. It's not good, it's not bad, it's mid. So, you know, if I was to rank this category, sort of split into two, where there's good levels and then there's mid levels. The mid levels come, you know, further down the list, and that's where Poltergeist will go. It's got some good points of the level, like when you go on the ship part. That ship part in Pitch Black is very good with the cubes floating around. Going in that ship part's fun. Otherwise, the level's just, you know, pretty average. I would argue, you know, introduces you to orbs as well. Orbs, you know, a very sort of hard mechanic to master, easy mechanic to learn. Dry Out. No explanation needed. Levels straight up terrible. Base After Base also goes in here, below Dry Out. Both of these levels I'll keep together because I do think it's sort of explainable together. I don't like these levels. I think the levels are pretty finicky. They're, you know, the jump. I don't like the small pads on Base After Base, you know, small jump platforms. Dry Out, don't like the upside down, how it's introduced. I think the upside down should be introduced in an easier way, like, you know, orbs and bounce pads were, not as it was in Dry Out, to be honest. And then Base After Base sort of is similar in that essence, let's say that. Songs are pretty good, can't lie. Can't Let Go. Can't Let Go. I'm going to put you in the mid category. Why? Because you're a pretty forgettable level. In fact, I believe you're one of the more forgettable levels of the game. I haven't really played Can't Let Go more than once, actually. I believe I played this level once, and then I've never touched it again. Hence why I'm going to put it in mid, because I can't really rank a level I haven't played much. I'll put it above Poltergeist, because I think levels after the first three start getting better in terms of just the amount of effort RobTop's put into them. Jumper. Oh, what a fun level this one is. Not gonna lie. I have a flip-sided relationship with Jumper. I love it and hate it at the same time. I love it because this level, I can play a lot. Like, I'll go back and play it just to practice cube jumps. I hate it because I just genuinely don't like the level much. But I can't really hate on it too much because I just seem to be addicted to this level. It's sort of like me in 9 Circles. I don't like 9 Circles, personally, wave part. But I just play it all the time because it's just addictive. I don't know. It's just really entertaining, you could almost say. So I'm actually going to put Jumper here, just below Stereo Madness. So I'll put it in the good category. Time Machine, very good. Time Machine, very good. In fact, back in front of Back on Track there. Time Machine is a brilliant level. Love it. Love its introduction of the, I believe it's the one that introduces the pads going backwards. That might be in Jumper, you know, the one where it reverses the screen orientation. I don't know, Jumper or Time Machine introduces it, but Time Machine uses it a lot. I like its coins. The coins are very fun to get. I like the spikes. I like the start part. I actually like a lot of Time Machine. There's nothing really to hate in it, to be honest. For me, personally, the song's amazing. So in my opinion, Time Machine, very good. Controversial take. Cycles will be going in the very good category as well, below Back on Track. I actually really enjoy Cycles. I think Cycles is a great level. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I actually enjoy the level. I love the how it introduces the ball. I think it introduces the ball very well. And I think overall it's a fun level that I've actually played numerous times and I beat numerous times. X-Step is going into the top of very good. You could even argue to add another tier here. In fact, I'm going to add another tier. Why not? X-Step goes in awesome. I think the level song is absolutely insanely good. I think the level gameplay is amazing. To be your first insane, this is a very good one. It sort of introduces you well into a lot of the mechanics sort of weaving together. Clutterfunk, I am going to put down into the very good category, but just below Cycles. I personally dislike some of Clutterfunk. Not all of it, some of it. Honestly, song's amazing. I like the gameplay when it's mini. I really like the mini cubes introduction. It's good. I like the different sizes of ship, you know, the razor parts as well. I do like those parts. I don't think it's better than Cycles Back on Track or Time Machine. I forgot to mention Cycles song is very good too. Toe, awesome level. Awesome level. Toe is iconic. In fact, I might put Toe actually above X-Step. Toe is a really, really good level. For some reason, I don't like UFO. A lot of you guys know that. Toe introduces it so good, and I honestly really like how UFO is used in the Theory of Everything level, just like how it's used later on in Deadlocked, but Deadlocked and Toe share a similar UFO where they're sort of very good, very sort of different gameplay, you could argue, from UFO. I like the rest of the parts of Toe level as well. Nothing's really hard in Theory of Everything, sort of all balanced out, you know, nice simple level, and I personally really enjoy it. Electroman Adventures, I'm going to also put at the top of very good. I don't think it's an awesome level. I think it's a very good level. Electroman Adventures is very easy. In fact, I think it's the easiest insane level because there's nothing hard in it. I one attempted the level on my first day of playing Geometry Dash, which just shows nothing's hard in it. The coin's very creative. Gameplay's very good. Nothing really to complain about, hence why it's in very good. Is it awesome though? The song sort of lets it down. I don't think the song's better than X-Step and Toe. Those songs are pretty iconic. Electroman, sort of people forget that song. Club Step. Okay, Club Step. Controversial take. So I actually really disliked this level after I completed it. I liked the level at first. I completed it. I disliked the level. I went back to it 2 days ago. I started playing it again. I actually started to like it again. I don't know why. I guess I was just bad when I started playing this level, you know, the weeks ago that it was. So Club Step, I'm personally going to put now in the top of very good. It would have been weeks ago and bad, but very good. It is now there. The song's amazing. It could, you know, the song alone could almost put it in awesome. The gameplay is actually fun somewhat. The end part's sort of finicky, but when you get the hang of ship, it doesn't really become a problem too much. So the UFO part's the only part that's keeping it from going in awesome, because that UFO is somewhat of a struggle. Electrodynamics. Oh man, a song alone, Electrodynamics song alone, it goes in best RobTop level. The song for Electrodynamics is one of the best in this game, actually. It's probably top 2. I will argue this goes in the top of good. Okay, I don't think it goes in very good because the gameplay is, I don't understand what RobTop was thinking putting this as an insane with the gameplay it has. It doesn't really make sense. The gameplay is sort of odd how it's kind of unbalanced as well. I'd argue it's very unbalanced, the level, where it's hard, easy. Hard, like not in this order, but like hard, easy, hard, easy. It's very choppy, I guess. The song's perfect. The gameplay itself, once you get the hang of it, is actually good. Hence why it's in good. It's not mid or bad or worse. By the way, half like way through here is like mid. These two are mid. So hence why it's going in the top of good. Almost, you could argue, very good. Hexagon Force. I used to dislike this level. We beat it on stream, got the 3 coins. I actually like the level now. I think the level's somewhat easy as well. I thought it would be a struggle. It's not when you get the hang of the start duel. Hence why I'm actually going to put it at the bottom of very good, just above Clutterfunk and Cycles, below Back on Track there. I do think that the gameplay is much better than these two. It's more of a fun level. The song's great, not the best, but the song's like okay, sort of. Most of these very good levels I'll replay, whereas these ones I sort of won't too much. These ones I won't. Blast Processing, very forgettable level, honestly. Gameplay's actually great. The song's great, but it's just forgettable. I guess it's not really iconic. In terms of the actual gameplay, I would argue, and the song, I would actually argue it's up in here somewhere. Forgettability, if you know you were doing a tier list based on what level's the most forgettable, I'll put it like down here at the bottom because it is very forgettable, but I'm ranking it off of gameplay, enjoyability and stuff, and blast processing was pretty enjoyable level. Actually should be the first hard level you play. It's sort of like an introductory to a lot of things when you play. You know, first wave level you should technically play. A lot of, you know, simple mechanics, not really hard mechanics, dual waves in it. Nothing hard. I one attempted it, you know, as a new player, so a lot of new players should be able to one attempt that one. Very simple level. Toe 2, the worst level. Geometrical Denominator. This will be a awesome level because I actually really love the gameplay on this one. In fact, this one is in front of X-Step and Toe. My opinion on it is that I think it's really well designed. I think the gameplay is really good. I think it introduces a lot of fun mechanics. The invisible part's really unique, sort of where the cubes just flash in front of you. I like all of the level. I actually don't really have a part where I don't like on the level. I played the whole level multiple times, and I really enjoy it. The coins are fun to get as well. The first coin's probably the most fun I've had getting a coin. Deadlocked, best RobTop level. Hands down, the best RobTop level in the game. There is no comparison. I guess there is one level that sort of could compete with it, this level, that we're about to pick in a second, but Deadlocked is the best RobTop level. It's the best designed. It's got the most fun gameplay. It's challenging, fun, balanced. It gets easy to hard. I like the end part with the ship, all the moving bits. I like the wave in it. I like the boss fight with the UFO as well. That's what I'm talking about. That sort of UFO is similar as the Toe one. It's sort of a unique UFO. It's not going through the, you know, the gravity portals to keep switching like the rest of the levels do. Unique UFO, best RobTop level in my opinion. Fingerdash, the top of awesome, almost best RobTop level. You could argue this one goes up here. Why? It has the best song in the game. It has some of the most fun gameplay in the game. It goes in awesome. Dash. You will... So originally, I'm not going to lie, I had bad opinions on Dash originally. I thought it was honestly not the most fun level to play. However, my mind has been changed multiple times. I've got 3 coins on it multiple times. I got 3 coins on it on mobile, which I don't play much. I'm going to put Dash just below Toe. Dash goes that. The design's great. Swingcopter's fun. Like the rotations, you know, the different mechanics, the gameplay. There's no UFO. The only complaint I have about it is the start part is sort of... I don't like the start introduction a bit. I don't really like it too much, the spider part. I think the coins are a little bit hard to get for a, you know, a level introducing Swingcopter. Getting the second coin there is a little bit challenging. Maybe it's meant to be like that. I'm not too sure. Most of the levels didn't really have a new mode and a coin there that was hard to get at first. Anyway, once you get it the first time, it's easy after that. And then I would say I personally didn't like the end of the level because I think it was, I didn't really like how it rose up into some random wave sections at the end, you know, just should have been sort of like laid out a little bit better. I think they could have done something more unique there instead of just what they did 2 seconds earlier in the level, because they already did one of those things where the map changes. So yeah, they are my opinions. This is my list. This is the worst level straight up. I've not taken any arguments for it. I mean, you can like the level or not. This level is an absolute nightmare to my life. Drop your own, you know, this is on Tierlist Maker, so you can go make your own tier list. Send them to me in the Discord, of course, in the Geometry Dash channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys in another video. W's, and see you next time.